Are you having fun in your business? I mean, it should be fun, right? Well, sometimes the fun gets overlooked when you're dealing with the have-tos, the complexities of being your own boss and actually running the show. It's my goal that this, the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast, can help reignite your spark of fun by providing tips, tools, insights, and inspiration so you can enjoy running your business in the simplest, easiest, most fun way possible. I'll be sharing practical tips and ideas that you can implement immediately, along with business and money mindset insights to keep you moving forward no matter what's going on around you. I'm your host, Deirdre Amies, the Fun Business and Money Coach and founder of Powered by Personality. Let's play. Hey there, and welcome to the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast. Today is a quick tip episode, which in my mind should actually be quick and to the point, but that's not always how it ends up. Let's see if I can keep this one to under 10 minutes. But you know what? I'm also not going to make any guarantees because when I get on a roll, I'm on a roll and we just roll with it. Now, I've titled this one, Get Your Business in the Right Zone, or something like that. It may change slightly, but that's the concept. We're not talking about the comfort zone either, although there is an element of comfort required for this. In a nutshell, we're talking about your zone of genius. If you've read The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, or even heard people talking about the book, you'll be familiar with this term, the zone of genius. The basic concept is that there are 4 zones in which we operate, depending on our level of expertise, our interest in it, and enjoyment. The first one is the entry level, is the zone of incompetence, where you've learned something, but it's maybe so brand new that you've really got no clue. It might be interesting and a little bit exciting because, let's face it, learning new things is exciting, but it's not really your thing yet. And there are plenty of others who can do it a lot better than you right now. Now, for me, this is what it feels like every time a new variation of social media is released, like with Reels, or with ChatGPT and all the other AI content-related software. Because in no time at all, there are all these experts, and I'm doing air quotes here, experts, selling courses and advising others on how to do it. And in most cases, they're only one step ahead of everyone else. They're really no more competent at it than anyone else. The next level above that is the zone of competence, where you're all right at it. You've given it a good go and you've got some experience. But in the end, there are still plenty of people who are more suited to this thing than you are. And this is me, like with Canva. I'm quite capable of creating graphics, but it's not that fun that I would want to fill my day with it. And it certainly doesn't light me up with joy and make time whiz by. It's a bit more frustrating than that for me. Next above that is the zone of excellence. This is more like it. This is where you're highly skilled and you stand out from the crowd because of it. You deliver on your promises and people can safely say you know your stuff when you're operating in at least the zone of excellence. And then at the top of the mountain that we're climbing here, we have the zone of genius. You're literally the best at what you do. No one compares and everybody knows it. You're a no-brainer. You're a must-hire, shut up and take my money because I want to learn from the master, not the apprentice. Your zone of genius can end up being so super specific that people might wonder how on earth you could make a business out of it or how you can make money. But you can. Now, of course, in order to get to the zone of genius, you have to go through all the other zones first. Everybody starts somewhere. You have to get the experience and knowledge required so that you can then claim that space and truly own it. And the thing is, to get to any of these zones, you have to leave your comfort zone. Things can get pretty comfortable at any level, at any of those zones. You know, when you think you've got something sussed out, and maybe you don't need to learn anything more about it. And there's nothing wrong with this, because we can't always operate in a state of uncertainty and change. And honestly, there's enough going on in the world around us in 2023 that a bit of comfort and stability in your business is not a bad thing at all. But what if you're feeling comfortable in the zone of incompetence or even competence and you can't see it? What if there's a small change that you could make that will hone your skills so sharp that you skyrocket into the zone of excellence and then the zone of genius in no time at all? And what if that small change is the catalyst to you finally achieving the success, the money, and the freedom that you visualize in your mind? Now, I know that's a lot of what if questions that I've just thrown at you. What can I say? I love exploring possibilities and looking beyond the comfort zone. My big question for you today is to have a think about what your zone of genius is. And are you operating in it? Is there something you could improve that would push you a little out of your comfort zone and make things so much better for you and for your clients? Do people even know that this is where your skills are? Let's quit faffing about trying to be everything to everyone, especially when there's someone else out there who can do something so much better than you. Let it go. Narrow your focus. Get really specific and clear about who you are and what you do. And then go out and tell the world. People need to know. And then keep telling people. You can't just tell them once and expect everyone to know and remember. It's so important now more than ever to be very specific about who you are and what you do, and to put it on repeat. Because there's so much noise. There are people shouting to be heard. Everything is so fast-paced, and we're being pushed by social media platforms to create short video content that's quickly consumed and discarded, like literally yesterday's newspaper that's now a fish and chip wrapper. Not that we wrap fish and chips in newspaper these days. Meanwhile, there's you in your zone of genius, all cool, calm, and collected because you know exactly what you do and who it's for. You're talking about it on repeat, and it's so obvious to everyone that you're the person to solve this problem that people have. You've become a must-hire rather than a nice-to-know. So what's your zone of genius? What are you awesome at? I'm going to give you a challenge here. I want you to write it all down. Set a timer for 8 minutes, because 8 minutes is going to push you to think deeper than the quick, obvious stuff. But it's not so long that you're going to be sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for the timer to go off. Write your I am awesome list and include absolutely everything that you're legit awesome at. I'm talking qualifications, certifications, degrees, awards, any kind of recognition that you've had, skills that you've got, and include things that don't directly relate to your business as well. I'm talking everything that you're awesome at. Some of mine would be that I'm a certified sacred money archetypes coach. I'm a certified money breakthrough business coach. I'm super fun to be around. And I have an amazing ability to connect the dots from a seemingly random bunch of puzzle pieces so that your business now makes sense in a really simple way. When I truly commit and set my mind to something, I'm all in. And achieving goals is actually easy because there's no other option but to succeed, which is, I kind of think of it like Thanos in the Marvel universe. I'm inevitable, but from a fun, sunshiny angle rather than the end of humanity perspective, because that's not cool. I'm a great cook, and I'm pretty good at creative writing as well. Does that mean that I should write books or open a cafe or a restaurant? No, because while I like those things, I'm just not that into them. You don't have to do all the things that you're good at. Focus on the things or the single thing, the one thing that you're so good at that people can't help but take notice. This is all part of specializing and niching, getting really clear about the thing that you're truly exceptional at, that the right people are willing to pay money for. Talk about that in your social media content, and you become a must-hire rather than a cute, generic, nice to know. We don't have time for cute or generic, okay? This is what I help clients with in Ignite, my one-to-one coaching program and workshops. That's my zone of genius, coaching amazing entrepreneurs to get out of the weeds and into a beautiful, clear space where they're easily making $10K in revenue each month and progressing to $10K and more take-home pay and profit. If you'd like to know more about Ignite, send me a DM. I'm at Fun Business Fun Money, all one word, on both Facebook and Instagram. If you're on LinkedIn, make sure we're connected there too. Just search for Deirdre Amies and you'll find me. Send me a message to say hi. And you can email hello@deirdreamies.com if that's your preferred method as well. You'll find all the links to those in the description and in the show notes. Get specific. Niche your stuff right down and be crystal clear about the work you do and who you do it with or for, because that's the magic money-making zone of genius right there. Now, I'm going to be talking a lot more about your niche, your ideal clients, and getting really, really specific in upcoming episodes. So make sure you're following the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast on your chosen platform. Hit the plus button, the follow button, whatever it is, so you receive the notifications when each episode is released. That's what I got for you today. Get thinking about your zone of genius and whether people actually know this about you. Quit trying to be everything to everyone, because as we all know, if you're trying to talk to everyone, you end up being heard by no one. And that's just not cool. You deserve to be heard and you deserve to be paid for your amazing work. Take care. Have fun working on your I am awesome list and getting into your zone of genius. And I'll catch you in the next episode. I'm pretty sure there's no way this one was under 10 minutes. And you know what? I'm not even sorry. Thanks for joining me. If you found this episode useful, make sure you hit that follow button on your chosen podcast platform so you get the notifications when each new episode goes live and you don't miss anything. If you know someone who would also get something from it, don't be shy, share it with them. One of the best things about being a business coach for online entrepreneurs is helping them make sense of their creative ideas and turn them into a simple, clear business system that actually makes money. A client recently described me as a castle building expert. You've got the big vision and some of the building materials already, but you don't quite know how to bring it all together into a solid foundation. Then I come along and I show you the blueprint that makes sense of it all. I love that analogy. And I'd love to show you your personalised blueprint, the one that's just right for you and your clients. But I can't do that until you join Ignite, my business and money coaching program. So head on over to deirdreamies.com/ignite for all the details. Fill out the application form and let's talk about building your castle in the simplest, easiest way possible.